With the standard tongue and groove horizontal installation, wall boards are installed horizontally, layer by layer, around the room. Start by installing the first back wall board marked by 2 dots, tongue side up and smooth side out. Raise the board 3/4 inch off the floor and level it. Once level, you may face nail the first back wall board at the ends, and also nail the first layer of boards at the bottom to the studs. Then nail through the studs. Continue the first board layer by finding and installing the first right wall board, which has 3 dots at the end. Butt the left end of the right wall board to the back wall. Make sure you line up the V-groove. Use a pry bar to tighten. Line up ends and nail the left end of the board in place. Level the board and nail in place. Next, find the first left wall board, which has 4 dots, and place it against the left wall. Butt the right end of the left wall board to the back wall board, line up the boards, and nail the end of the board. Level the board and nail it to the studs. Find the first front right wall board, which has 5 dots, and butt it to the right wall board. Level the board and nail at the corner. Toe-nail the ends, making a tight fit to the wall. Take the first front left wall board, which has 6 dots on the end, and butt it to the left wall board. Line up the boards, nail at the corner, level it, and nail in place. To facilitate where the heater wire enters the room, measure and drill a hole in the second layer board. When you come to a vent hole, mark the back of the board from the inside or outside of the sauna. Cut the board and reinstall. Also for the upper vent hole. Install the boards layer by layer around the room in the order of back wall board, right wall board, left wall board, and front wall boards, making sure the layers line up evenly. You may use a pry bar to butt the side wall boards tightly against the back wall. Cut out around the rough end box for the light. If you ordered an exterior wall control, be sure to drill a hole in one of the upper boards for the thermostat sensor bulb to enter the room. See your heater manual for instructions. The last layer of boards near the ceiling will have to be ripped down to fit. However, before installing, mark the wall studs to facilitate nailing. Measure from the top, not the tongue, at both ends, and use the smallest measurement of your last back wall board to the ceiling. Mark your board. Then, with your saw blade at a 5-degree angle, rip it to the proper size with a table saw. Use a surform or block plane to round off the edge on the back of the board. That will eliminate the sharp edge which could scar your ceiling boards. Place the ripped board on the back wall. You may need to use a block and hammer to set the board in place. Use a pry bar to make the board tight, and face nail near the top of the board to the studs. Repeat the process for the last board on each wall. Next, measure the length and width for the header piece above the doorway. Cut a board to fit and face nail in place. Now the entire room should be paneled.